And it says we're live. It's Tuesday night. I'm here. You're beautiful. It must be time for GotBot Goes live. I told you guys that this week was going to be real weird and that I thought we were going to do the show on Tuesday. Indeed, we are. It's going to be a little bit abbreviated because we just don't have as much news and stuff. I am trying to get through things tomorrow. I just plain won't be here because Tessa is going to be going to the vet, and I'm just not going to do it after that. And Thursday, I'm not going to be here because my job has me doing the duties of a teacher with parent-teacher interviews. So I just won't be here, unfortunately, for the normal time slot. So rather than not have the show at all, thought I'd do it tonight. And this is going to actually be a fun one because we actually have a bunch of things to unbox here tonight. So we do have some unboxing. We do have some interesting news tidbits to get into. And we do have trivia. So it'll be like a normal show, but I don't think it's going to run as long as a normal show because I am going to try and motor through things. Will there be content for the week? Yes, there will still be content for the week. There's a couple of reviews coming up. I got to get something up on Patreon that I've been working on for a little while. So we are gonna do some stuff. So bear with me here because, of course, I'm getting things set up. Normally, I would say to you guys, hope the week is treating you really good. And, of course, we're heading into the weekend and all that stuff. But we're not because it's only Tuesday. Monday's ugly cousin. Everybody says Monday is the worst day of the week. No, man. No way. It's Tuesday because Monday, at least you are coming off of the weekend and you hopefully are rested and relaxed. It's like, okay, I guess we'll get back to it. But Tuesday looks you square in the eye and says, hey, you remember all that drudgery from Monday? Ha ha ha. Now you get to do it 4 more days. Tuesday, worst day of the week. Worst day of the week for me. Let me get things settled up here. Hey, BS Prime, man. Now, hold on, man. Hold on. But don't worry. I'm actually going to see you guys probably, hopefully, before next Thursday. I'll talk about that in a little bit too. And it probably won't be on my channel, but we do have something coming up. Let's see. Oh, man. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Here we go with this. Let's see. Wait. Let's go out there like that. Hey, Slim. Dragonfly, happy to see you. Hey, Timmy K. Poindexter Jr. Esquire. Whoo, buddy. I like that name. Hey, Jay. Big M, happy you're here. BS Prom already said hi to you. Let's see. Wednesday is your bad day. Nobody likes bad days, man. Nobody likes bad days. BS Prime, Jay Halla, I say, hey Vector. Okay, first things first, I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, and while you're at it, loud of my baby. Oh, we've done it nice tonight. Hit the notification bell. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor. All the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all my social media links. All of that is in the description down below. Also in the description, and if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring, or, of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube and become a channel member. And going down here a little bit. Let's see what I missed here. Dragonfly, catch you off guard. Yeah, I know, man. Catch you off guard. It's actually not a short week. It's actually, well, it is a short week, actually, because Friday I have some other things going on. But Thursday's going to be a long day, man. Long day. I don't mind Wednesday. Once Wednesday comes, I'm okay because it's like, man, you're halfway through the week, right? You're over that hump, as they say, right? And then it's downside. Usually Thursdays we do the live show, and like I'm gearing up for the weekend. Then it's only Friday to go. It's going to be really different not being here with you guys on Thursday. But like I said, we're going to talk about some stuff in just a little bit. This is live computer stuff. Netherlands, hey man, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for being here. Got Draculus. He's pretty cool. I've seen Draculus a bunch of times. I don't know what he retails for in the US. I'm torn. Like, does he look cool? Yes. I personally always liked the Mind Wipe mold. A lot of people give it a lot of flack. I've always liked it. I think it's great. Now, I know there are some changes here, but for some reason, and I assume it's because of like profit sharing and stuff, for some reason here, it's retailing for the price of a leader class, which is currently $72.99. Draculus is cool. I can't see him as a leader because I keep thinking it's Mind Wipe with a cape. You know, I know there's more to it, but I keep thinking Mind Wipe with a cape. That being said, if you do have him and maybe you didn't pay that price, or maybe you think that price is, maybe you think a leader price is justified for the mold. I don't know. Maybe you love Dracula. I don't know. Or Draculus. I think the mold is great. I love the mold. I can't see the leader price. Like, I can't equate it to Beast Wars Megatron or Kingdom Ultra Magnus or something, you know. If you can, cool. But I do think it's a good mold. So, Jay, I can't blame you there. I like the mold. Cyber Monday was good to me. Never picked up a thing, man. I was working. But you look like you clean up. I did hear that there were some pretty decent deals on Cyber Monday in a lot of places. Yeah, don't feel bad, computer stuff. Not a lot that goes on sale in Canada either, buddy. Oh, short week between shows. Yeah, very much. And that's what I was saying last week, because tomorrow, like I said, for people just coming in tomorrow, Tessa Bear has a vet appointment. It's 7 o'clock. So I'm not going to be back here at 7:30. You know, it's like at the doctor's office, right? You go in and you wait, right? And then, like I said, Thursday, I got my real job. My job. Let's see. $31.49. Now, if that's what you paid for him, Jay, like, not bad. I mean, I can see that. $31.49, I can see that. But I don't know why they're charging a leader price here. I really don't. I could understand Voyager for it because it is a crossover. I don't, like, it's not a Voyager, it's a deluxe. But I understand that you have certain royalties and whatnot because it's a crossover. That's why the prices are, you know, a little bit higher for those. Gigawatt, I thought, was really expensive too. Really expensive for what he was. But, you know, I mean, to each their own. I think $31.49 is acceptable for it. I'd like it a little lower than that, even US dollars, but I think that's acceptable for it. $72.99 Canadian. I don't know. Like, I mean, if you paid $50 for Draculus, I think that's probably overpaying, you know, which I think is what a leader is in the US. Jay could probably confirm that. 25 days till Christmas. Funny you mentioned that, Blue. We are, I don't know if anybody knows this book, The House of Wooden Santas by Newfoundland author, actually, Kevin Major. We are doing an assignment now in class where every day they have to do a writing assignment related to one of the Santas, and there are 24 Santas because it's 24 days that count down in this book. It's a nice book, especially for kids. $31.99 at Target. Yeah, but went on sale for $22.99. If you could get them for that, jump on it. Jump on it. Absolutely jump on it. Yeah, it's a lot more reasonable down there for them than it is here. Now, to be fair, I've seen him at Toys R Us and I've seen him at GameStop, and in both he was priced. I feel like it's a mistake. I feel like he's not supposed to be leader price. I feel like that's a mistake. Rodimus is 60 at Target right now. That's a good price for him, man. And he's so good. For all the flack I give Hot Rod, I give all the praise to Rodimus. I really do. I didn't get any Transformers Cyber Monday either. Don't feel bad, man. Wait. I made a mistake there. Hold on. Heavens to Betsy. See, this is what happens when I this is what happens when I'm here. Cancel that. This is what happens when I'm here on a night when I'm not usually here. I mess things up. No, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it this way. Sheesh. I'm glad you guys are able to chat amongst yourselves while I get set up here. And I apologize, man, for taking time here to have to do this. Yeesh. Bear with me. Let's see. $50 for Dracula's here in Europe. Yeah, and you know what? I bet you that's about liter price in Europe too. I feel like Europe and honestly, I feel like Europe and Canada suffer a lot of the same pricing issues, to be honest with you. Liters are going up and down between 44 and 50. I remember when they used to be those prices many years ago now, like 2016-ish. Never heard of the book, but I did read a Crazy Transformers Christmas Carol fanfic. No, man, the book is better. I'm not one really for reading much in the fanfics. If you do, cool. Got Robins for 56 on Amazon. Sweet deal, man. Sweet deal. Hey, Razor Bear. Glad you are here, sir. My target was low with Rodimuses and Slag this weekend. I've seen a few Rodimuses around. I think people are underestimating them, honestly. It's so funny to me that people aren't kind of jumping on them because I'm not even a Rodimus fan in terms of the characters, but man, the offering is really, really good. Something special. Hey, Triple R. Okay, let's get into this. Done? Oh, thank you so much. You are my hero. Let's get into the news. We're going to get through this because, like I said, I don't want to be here all night. This is going to be a bit of a shorter show. First things first. Hey, Lance. First things first. Stan Bush is going to be at TFCon LA. I believe that's in March. Flame Toys showed off a number of things over this past week. They showed off their Kuro Kara Curry Starscream. Pretty angular and stylized. It's a G1 Starscream. Looking at the back, I feel like it's interesting. I feel like if it did transform, I feel like it would transform more into a Tetrajet than a regular G1 jet. It's just the way the back looked to me. But again, hyper detailed and stuff. If you are cool with the stylization, then neat, I guess. What else do we have here? Skids and Reboost. We saw more images of them. Look, they look fantastic. The detail is really blowing me away with them in both modes. I really am smitten with the vehicle mode with all the opening doors and hood and everything. I don't know what the little, maybe somebody could tell me, what's the little like scootery thing that can fold up and like go in the hatchback trunk thing? Like, I don't know what the little scootery thing is. Maybe somebody could tell me, but I don't know what that is. But I think that they're great. I'm not even an MP guy, and I think both of them look tremendous. I really hope for MP fans that Skids and Reboost are the MP offerings that really kind of get the MP line back on track for those fans. It's not for me, but it might be for you. I do like the size. I think that being Voyager-esque in terms of comparison to mainline stuff is about the right size. I guess that would put him sort of in line with like like the Lambos and the Datsuns. I feel like that's roughly about the right size for Skids. What else do we have here? We saw some images of the Bumblebee movie studio series Soundwave. He looks tremendous in robot mode. I still don't know what that alt mode is, and like from what I could tell, it looks like his two legs are like turned to the side and then folded up on the thighs, and then it looks like the head is turned around, and then it looks like the shoulders are brought up on the top, and the arms are like in with the hands up. I don't know what it is. Great robot, kind of a trash alt mode. It's not his stellar piece. And for me, though I know it's accurate, so I certainly let it pass and say it looks great. But for me, I'm kind of thrown by the blue highlight in the center of like his mouth plate, so to speak. That throws me. I wish the mouth plate was just silver, but I mean, he looks great. There's no doubt about it. And I think the articulation is really good. The Ravage is growing on me. At first, when we first saw some of the images, I was like, this thing's boxy and weird. But the more I see of him, the more I'm like, you know what? Not a bad Ravage. I kind of wish he was more black than that grayish color, but I get it again when it's movie. But not a bad Ravage, honestly. Now, he does fold up and go in the chest. I would hardly call what he folds up into a cassette. It's so funny. There was a third party, like non-transforming Soundwave that came out a while ago, and I can't remember who made it. Might have been Flame Toys. I don't know. And there was a Ravage that came with it. The Ravage could convert into like this just smooshed up thing and be jammed in the chest. Well, this Ravage does the same sort of thing. It's not really a mode, or if it is, it doesn't feel like it, but it can go in Soundwave's chest, which is cool, admittedly. We also saw core class Shockwave. The more I see that Shockwave, the more I think, yeah, okay, it's a neat looking Shockwave. The eye is huge, but I know that that's the way it was in the movie. I do like the colors. I don't understand why it's a core, but I get a real strong Transformers Prime vibe from that Shockwave, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because this Transformers Prime Shockwave, like, still embodied the character quite nicely, and a lot of people in their collections will still have the Transformers Prime Shockwave, the Voyager one especially, as their Shockwave. I totally get it. I feel like this Bumblebee movie one really is in that same vein, and I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with any of those three characters. I think they're decent offerings from Studio Series, to be quite honest with you. And how can I put this? If you're in for the Bumblebee stuff, like, I think all of them, honestly, are probably worth the pickup. I can get behind all of them. Let's check in with you guys before I kind of go on here a little bit, because I know you guys have been talking. Go down here. Rodimus Prime price drop, impressive, but I don't think he's on my birthday haul. Cyberverse Sludge is pretty cool. Cyberverse Sludge is all right. The Dinobots are okay, lads. I think the Cyberverse ones are okay. I mean, they're not the Dinobot set for me, but they definitely will be for some people, for some folks. Maybe hollower than I would like, but you know what? I definitely think that they are for the mild fan, the beginning fan, and the young fan. I think that there is a market for those Dinobots, and I don't think that they're bad offerings at all. I have an autographed Stambush CD in my collection. Neat. There's a Comic-Con here in LA. I wish I could go. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go. Yeah, in LA. I didn't know you were in LA, Blue. I just learned something new. Love Cyberverse Slag. He's a deluxe. The scooter thing came with the real. Came with the real Honda City. Really interesting. Jurassic Park mashup. The Tyrannosaurus Rex and Autobot JP93 Autobot. JP93 is cool, but too much clear plastic, and I feel like that's the mold that's largely going to be used for skids. And I have said then that I'm concerned about a lot of clear plastic. I didn't get that set because I have zero connection to Jurassic Park. Hey, Shansi, happy to see you, sir. Haven't ordered the Jurassic one yet. Whoa. Crispy butter fried. I assume he means butter fried. Roasted whole chicken equals new Soundwave. Yeah, he's pretty delish. He is pretty delish. As we go down here, I think the Studio Series Bumblebee Soundwave can be a hovercraft. Maybe it is a hovercraft. Ravage is excited to be a Cybertronian data storage container. Is that what we're calling it? Data storage container? Hey, Grimlock Gone. I definitely had that jump down. Pardon me a bit. If I miss anyone, I apologize. Good set, little overpriced. Yeah, and again, that's the story with the crossovers, right? Because here's the thing: everybody needs a piece of that pie. Hasbro's not going to give up any of their profits, and now you have like a film company or a production company or something that's in the mix. They need their profits. That's why they tack on the extra money. Has nothing to do with production. It's all about raking in that green dollar, baby. Let's keep going here. SDCC 2021. Apparently, it's like special edition. I didn't even know what was going on, but in that, Flame Toys showed even more things. They showed off their Farai G1RC, pretty stylized, pretty detailed, pretty. They also showed off their Soundwave, which looks pretty cool again. And their Farai Action line, which is like already assembled, like they're a bit smaller, they're a bit simpler. And they showed off their Lio Convoy, which honestly looks really good. Like, I'm pretty darn impressed with Lio Convoy there. They also showed off this week, not there, just throughout the week. For Flame Toys also showed off their IDW Rodimus, which I feel like we've seen before because I've commented and said it reminds me a lot of the MMC Rodimus. And we also had them show off their IDW-inspired Cyclonus. So, cool, I guess. Went on sale for $72.99. What went on sale for $70? Oh, the Jurassic Park set. I got you. I finally found a Core Class Soundwave after looking forever. Core Class Soundwave's all right. I haven't got anything against Core Class Soundwave. He's a nice lad. What else do we have here? we go on with that. Oh, we also saw in the display at SDCC more of the like dark star saber or victory saber. I don't know what they officially call it, but like dark victory saber. I like purple. It's my favorite color. Pairs nicely with black. It looks cool. Like a Nemesis Star Saber. Yeah, down for it. I think it's great. Nice mold. However, that being said, the Flame Toys Victory Saber is also known to be very back heavy, very unstable, doesn't stand well. The reviews haven't been positive for it. Looks beautiful, but the reviews haven't been positive. Apparently, he can't really do dynamic poses, though he should be able to. Is the like Nemesis coloration better in terms of tolerances? I don't know. I know that what they showed off looked really good. Just take that for what you will. Take that, man, for what you will. Let's see. The Unicron plush that I mentioned last week, and I couldn't remember who it was by, and I couldn't read my own handwriting. It's by Symbiote Studios, and apparently they're doing a con exclusive one. Whatever. Symbiote Studios. What else do we have? Warrior Cyberverse Dead End is out in Canada. I haven't seen it yet, but to be fair, my life is so busy and crazy that I really haven't been looking for them. It's also not the Dead End for me, but that Warrior Dead End is out. How many people do you think are going to show up here on Thursday and message me and say, hey, where's the show? Bet you a bunch of them will. Bet you a bunch of them will. Like, Jay, I got a feeling I'm going to find Blaster before Christmas. I guaranteed you're going to find Blaster before Christmas. I don't doubt that for a second. You're Jay. You always find all this stuff really early. Do I have Beast Wars Magnaboss, and is it broken? If you do, I reviewed Beast Wars Magnaboss. I do not have it. It belonged to a friend of mine. It was on loan to me. Bar none, hands down, the scariest review I ever did because of Silverbolt or Skywarp, depending on what fiction you follow. I like it. That gold plastic scared the life out of me. But no, he's not broken. To this day, he's still not broken, but I can guarantee it. It was Maximal 10s, who's usually in here a lot, but he's actually at work tonight. I can guarantee you Maximal 10 handles him pretty gently, and so did I. Magnaboss could probably do with an update, to be honest with you. Good question, though, man. Good question. I've been looking for Netflix Soundwave. Ooh, good luck finding them now. That was a while ago, man. Hope you find them. Just found out that the Coronation Starscream hands are different from the Earthrise hands. Yeah, the new ones are, well, the fingers open and close. I mean, you didn't know that? The fingers open and close. The blue's a little different. The red is a little different. It's supposed to be more animation accurate. Until you get rid of those fins on the side of his feet, it's not animation accurate. Sorry to tell you. I don't know. Like, it's a slight color variation. The hands, yeah, if you want, like, hands that are, like, open, loose like this and that you can move the fingers on and get the Coronation Starscream. It's not for me, but it's going to be for someone, you know? And some people will get it for the Coronation bits. Some people will get it for the coloration in the hands. And honestly, some people will get it for the throne, right? And some people will get it for all of it. I don't need it. I'm not struck on the Earthrise mold. I'm for the Siege, but that's just me. If it had been the Siege mold, I might have got it, and I might have hit up input to actually make me a slipstream. Just saying, because I would have had an extra then. Just throwing that out there. What else do we have here? Not much more in the news, thankfully. Let's see. IDW, apparently, rumor has it that IDW may indeed be losing the licensing for Transformers. Now, they've lost a Hasbro license for like Hasbro Kids or something, and they lost the license for like Star Wars Kids. So they've lost a couple of licenses recently, which I find really interesting because I can't believe losing licenses is a great way to increase your longevity. But what do I know? I don't run their business. That being said, I think a breath of fresh air for Transformers may very well be overdue. I've never been a fan of IDW or the way that they've handled the franchise in comics personally. I'm not. I prefer DC and Marvel. There you go. I even liked Image. I remember Impact Comics. I even liked Impact Comics better. Dark Horse. I'm not an IDW fan. It's not my style, I guess. What else do we have here? Magnificent Mecha showed off their Bumblebee Optimus Prime. This thing does transform, and it's wild. And I mean wild. If you haven't seen it, this thing stands at 30 centimeters, really nicely colored. The entire skeleton is die cast to the thing, rubber tires, LED eyes, magnetic parts, and the thing has a robot mode and a truck mode. This is wild. I assume it's going to be expensive, but man, every bell and whistle that I could almost think of is thrown in here. Really impressed to see what Magnificent Mecha does. Really impressed to see or interested to see what follows this up and how this is received. If this flops, even with all the bells and whistles, it's going to obliterate this company. We'll never hear from them again. But if this thing is a slam dunk or a home run or whatever you want to call it, oh, buddy, they may be onto something really special, and Magnificent Mecha could become a very, very strong force in third party. They've got my attention. They've really got my attention. For the red line, reformatting Megatron and Optimus Primal are out. So, to the fanfare of nobody. I don't know. I don't get red for these regular characters. Like with the reformatting Megatron. I mean, maybe it's niche, I guess. I handled the original Megatron that came out in Wave 1, and it wasn't for me. I'm not in for this. The Primal, I don't get the point of it. We've had the Netflix one that actually transforms. We've had the Kingdom one that actually transforms. We've had the reissue of the original from Beast Wars that actually transforms. I don't get the point of the red Primal, and I don't think it's the best looking Primal out there. A lot of times I would say, well, maybe it's the molding and the detail. I feel like the gray or the gunmetal gray is just too dark on them personally. But they're out. If you're interested in it, go for it, man. Go for it. Then we get to, actually, two things that I didn't write down. The first is DNA Designs Galvatron Upgrade Kit. I don't know if he necessarily needed it, but I could understand the argument for it. And it comes with a number of things. It comes with this blast effect. It comes with leg extenders, a longer chain for the Matrix. It comes with 3 new faces. What else does it come with? What else is listed there? New hands. A new blaster. Apparently it says like a G1. It must be toy-inspired blaster because I don't remember him having a blaster. So there's a lot there. And new shoulder pieces, which, yeah, he could use new shoulder pieces. I agree with that. I feel like there's definitely going to be some disassembly here. The different faces all look kind of neat. The third one where he's like really teeth baring is probably unnecessary. Does it look neat? Does it make a significant difference? I think the shoulders are better. I think the leg extenders, I don't know if they were necessarily needed, but I think the shoulders are better for what it's worth. That being said, there's something now that seems almost a little lanky about him. Like if you look at the images of it, and like I've got one here. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't, but if you can, like the Galvatron there looks kind of lanky, and I guess it's all right if you want a taller Galvatron. I think he's fine the size that he is, honestly. I actually think he is a later class. But, it's there if you want it. We saw some more images of Terrorsaur, too. I'm so smitten with Terrorsaur. I really am. I really, really like Terrorsaur. So take that for what it's worth. Neil Ross, the voice of a number of G1 guys. Springer, Six Shot, Slag, Point Blank, so on and so forth. He, too, is going to be at TFCon Los Angeles, as some weirdo people like to say. I never understood why people said Los Angeles. That's a weird one. And the last bit of news, folks. The last bit of news, Hasbro packaging. Okay, so they have this thing for like what is going to be an anti-theft tampering device in their packaging. And it's an interesting idea. They've taken out the plastic window, and the idea is that what will happen is that a piece will slide out. Now, they had pictures there with it, and they used a humanoid type of character. So like maybe like a G.I. Joe. And a slot in the back basically slips out, and you have like, say, a slot slips out like a hook in the back. Like I can't do it. Like this slips out, and then through the back of the packaging on the back plate where usually we see the tie downs and stuff too, With that hook out, there's going to be a key that slides through there. And when you take out the packaging, you basically take out the key and you push the thing into the back, and that will release the item. Apparently, this is supposed to help with theft, because you'd have to open the package, take the stuff out and whatnot, and it's just more work. And B, exchanges. Like, we've seen a lot of swaps where you have something like Siege Optimus Prime, and in the Siege Optimus Prime box, it was like that old Classics Deluxe that has like the spinning upper body, or it's like, here is Leader Class Beast Wars Megatron, and it's like Combiner Wars Megatron in the box. Apparently, it's supposed to help with that, because these items will no longer be able to be secured to the packaging, therefore telling retailers this is not the item that belongs in this box. It is not secured with the locking mechanism. And in terms of somebody who like breaks an item, goes and buys a new one, then wants to return the one that was broken, they won't be able to do that, because again, you can't lock it back in the box. I think it will help with swap outs. I don't know how much it's going to help with theft. Honestly, where there's a will, there's a way. I think that some people will end up, I think what you're going to see happen is some people will have items for sale, and it's going to say like hole in the back, because they just tore it out of the package. Or in all honesty, you can rip open the package, take out that key. It's not that hard. It's still not that hard. Is it going to be a deterrent for some? Maybe. But you know what? If you can steal something and get it out of plastic ties or rattan ties easy enough, I don't think a little locking point is going to stop you. Some people may be put out because after you have to push like the key piece into the character, so it's going to be part of the toy itself. I think some people will say, yeah, that's unseemly. Oh, we have, these lines there where this key thing is. And will it be in the back? We don't necessarily know exactly how this is going to work on all things, because you have Marvel and you have Transformers, you have G.I. Joe and Star Wars and everything else. My concern is that this is going to be another one of those wonderful creations, and it's going to be like $3 more on your price. It's interesting. Depending on where you live, some people haven't had any price hikes. And I looked at the like TFW and T-Formers forums on this packaging. People were like, oh, it's interesting. And some people said, oh, it'll be a help. And some people said, good idea. And some people said, it won't be a deterrent. You had all this stuff. Then I went to cybertron.ca. You want to know why I harp on the prices and stuff? You want to know what I think? You want to know what our country thinks? Go to cybertron.ca. Find the forum for the new Hasbro packaging. Every single comment is, you could just stop raising prices every 6 months and then people wouldn't steal stuff the same. Or it's been like, great, wonderful, another genius idea that's going to cost $2 or $3 a unit more. I think it's a neat idea. Right now, with the economy recovering the way it is, I don't know if it's the time to introduce something like that. I don't know if economics is on that stable of a footing. For me, I almost don't have a dog in the fight anymore, because I can tell you now, like I recently saw prices for deluxes again hiked now to $35.99 plus tax. I mean, I'm sorry. Since 2019, I get it. There are prices now going up because of pandemic stuff. But like, in all honesty and in all seriousness, when you go up from $29.99 in 2018 to now $35.99, this is 2.5 years later. I'm pretty much tapped out. Like Legacy, so far I'm getting one thing, because I'm not paying those prices. It's not for me. I'm pretty much tapped out. But I do think that the innovation is cool. I don't think it's cool if it's handing on more costs to fans, because I, for one, don't care. You shouldn't take away your plastic things. You should secure your boxes better. You should secure the items in the box better. You should have lower prices to deter theft. There's a lot of things you should be doing other than that. But that's just me. If you live in a place like Jay has often talked about, his prices still seem pretty darn reasonable. This is probably just a welcome change. Around here, it's not going to deter anything. Just saying. Nice idea, but it's not going to deter anything. I'll be interested to see how the characters are affected by this stuff, like especially like G.I. Joes and Marvel stuff. I'll be really, really interested. Let's go up here a little bit. So good idea. Just don't give more cost to fans. That's all I'd say. I have a specific display for several red. That's fair. If you have a specific display, that's a reason to get them, I guess. I would get that. Do I like any IDW designs for Transformers? First, not really. I'm saying not really. I don't think that's true. I'm not super familiar with it because, in all honesty, I don't really read the comics. I don't think they're well done. So, like, I don't like the Cyclonus. Something about his face is not for me. And I don't like the angle of his horns. I don't like the Rodimus. I don't. The Ratchet was okay. The Cup's all right. You're kind of asking the wrong guy, Timmy, because I'm so not a fan. That's what I would say. Nah, it's all right, Caldeo. You being late. We love you anyway. As we go down here. As we go down here a little bit. Why Red and Super 7? They're not doing more with Pretenders and Action Masters. Is just yeah, and that's the other thing. I don't get why both Red and Super 7 are being done. Like, they're kind of doing the same thing, except Super 7 has less articulation. So I don't know. I don't know. I think Red could have had a lot of action, like Mainframe. I know he came with the arc, but do a proper Mainframe as Red. He's an Action Master. He didn't transform. Give me Rad. I keep saying give me Rad. Nobody's giving me Rad. Which Megatron upgrade kit? Siege or Kingdom Mold? Galvatron. Not Megatron. Galvatron upgrade kit. If I said Megatron, I'm sorry. Galvatron upgrade kit. I wish I want to become a Gundam soldier. Okay, Ethan. Good luck with that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Get some boxes. Make a suit. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'd rather pay $20 for a figure that actually transforms. Me too. I got a feeling the anti-theft method won't work because it's not scalper-proof. Yeah, it's not scalper-proof. That's a fair point too. Anti-theft packaging, nah, that won't increase prices. Don't talk. I hear the sarcasm, Razor Bear. It'll only keep people honest. It will only keep people honest. Is anybody honest anymore? High prices are bad. Swindles are worse. Combined, worse. Agreed. With the rumors of Black Convoy for the what? Is that supposed to be Velocitron? I think Velocitron. Wait, it could be. You said this before, Keldeo, I think, or somebody else said the same thing. Yeah, it could be 2001 Scourge. Again, it's not for me. Not interested. But if you are, I totally understand why you would be, because I do think that the new Optimus coming out, if you like the mold, that Laser Optimus that's coming out in Legacy, like, I think it looks like Laser Optimus. I think it's a great Laser Optimus. I think it looks tremendous. It's just I don't like the design for Optimus Prime. I don't like that design for Optimus. It would make a tremendous RID Scourge. Tremendous. No doubt about it. I 100% agree. It would be a tremendous Scourge. Okay, so we got all of the news done. Let's do the trivia. And then we're going to do the unboxing and get out of here. Trivia, ladies and gentlemen. Trivia tonight. In Heavy Metal War, which combiner was first introduced? Was it A, Menasor? Was it B, Superion? Was it C, Bruticus? Was it D, Devastator? Or was it E, Menasor and Superion? In Heavy Metal War, which combiner? A, B, C, D, or E? A, Menasor, B, Superion, C, Bruticus, or D, Devastator, or E, Menasor and Superion? Who was introduced in Heavy Metal War? I am just going to take a drink, and then we will check out what you guys have for answers. Thirsty. We got a pretty fun unboxing here. I hope it's a fun unboxing. Coming from a bunch of different locations too, to be honest with you. Devastator. Green dude. I like that green dude. That's pretty good. Prepare for extermination. Yeah, you guys are so smart. Of course, it's Devastator, naturally. Okay, let's do the unboxing and get out of here. What do you say? So, first things first, courtesy of our buddy Razor Bear, I have finally, and I feel like these have been taking forever to release, even though some people already have like all of this. Finally, I got the Shattered Glass Honorable, Heroic, Brave Megatron. The Brave, Heroic, turn this a bit. The Brave, Heroic Megatron. And Here he is. It is the Siege mold. I don't have a problem with this. I like it. Is it perfect to the original? No. Starscream wife saw the original Jet and she was like, the original Jet was better. I'm like, the original Jet was better. This guy definitely has more articulation than the original, but to be fair, the original still pretty great. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I don't have a problem with it. We will see what I think of it in full, because I haven't even transformed this thing really yet. Like, I was just fiddling with it last night once. Like, I don't really have it down and whatnot. We'll see what I think of it, though. Up and coming. It won't be this week because we're still working our way through Devastator. For the record, Mixmaster will be coming this week, and what I think of that monstrosity of a thing. And Scrapper, who was the one I'm going to tell you now that I was looking the most forward to from that set of 8 Constructicons. We'll see if he lives up to the hype that I had built up in my own head. Also from our buddy Razor Bear, we have, look at this, Shattered Glass Gold Bug, baby. It's so interesting. I look now at Transformers Prime, and I look at even some of the movie stuff and all of the like stealth Bumblebee and like, I don't know, color change Bumblebee and all this stuff. Like, I remember specifically in the Beast Hunters line, Bumblebee came out with his yellow with black highlights and that like swirly marbly type of coloration. And then a black version came out with gold highlights. That black version with the gold highlights could easily be Gold Bug. Easily serve as a Gold Bug. So 2 more of the Shattered Glass lads are in. We will see what I think of them and kind of see all of my Shattered Glass collection grouping together up and coming soon. Also this week, from our buddy Justin at the 3D Corner. From our buddy, I'm going to do this next. From our buddy Justin at the 3D Corner. And he always has some interesting things. And I don't know what everything is here, but he always has some interesting things. First, he has what seems like a cassette holder. I don't know what size cassette this is, but I feel like it's for the Siege cassettes. It's a 3D printed cassette holder. Neat, I guess. Then we have, and I think this is interesting, we have this purple piece that has a mushroom peg on top and it has a spot on the back here for another mushroom peg. Actually, I have 2 of those. So one of those, I don't know, maybe I'll throw in at some point with a giveaway or something. I'm just saying the 5 for 5K giveaway is up and coming sometime soon. So maybe I'll throw one of these in with it. This is a waist adapter torso extender, if you want to call it, for Kingdom Scorponok, along with a couple of little leg extenders. These go in the thighs to make the Kingdom Scorponok a taller lad. Pretty neat. I'm down for that. I have what seems like a few fillers here for who? I'm not even sure. I'm going to have to ask him who these filler pieces are for. I think he told me, but I don't remember. I have 2 red ones and 2 black ones. Then we get to the most interesting thing that was in there. First is this, and we've seen it before. I'm not even sure who designed it, but I know it's been around, and I know a number of people have it. This already, I would need to paint it because of the color that it was done in. I didn't plan to get it, but he gave it to me. We have this alternate head for Kingdom Dinobot. Of course, it's unpainted. It's done in red. It is molded real nice. And of course, we have this piece, which I think is like a shoulder piece, along with the launcher. And we have this here belt waist piece. And we have a couple of like arm covers. I'm looking at the screen. I should be looking up here. Arm cover things. And you get where this is going. This is what turns. This is the set that turns Kingdom Dinobot into Dynamis. Is that what it is? Dynamis? Is that what his name is? I can't remember. Somebody tell me what his name is. Is it Dynamis? I know you guys are in the chat. Somebody knows what it was on that card. When he has like the shoulder cannon and whatnot. Come on, somebody tell me what his name is. I know you guys know. You guys are so much smarter than me. I know you guys know. Nobody's saying anything? Come on, man. I don't believe that nobody knows what that is. There's one other thing in here. Oh, we're going to talk about that in a minute, Razor Bear. We're going to talk about that in a minute. That's why I said we're going to go back to you in a minute, buddy. No, it's not. No, it's not Sideswipe. No, it's on a card, and it's Dinobot, and it was one of those when you peel it back, he was like Dynamis, or I can't remember what his name was. I really don't remember what his name was. Microsoft painted B as Shadow Strike B. Yeah, Shadow Strike B. There you go, Shadow Strike B. Hey, but I was just talking about you. I was just talking about you and Slipstream. Just saying. It was, well, part of it was a Shattered Glass unboxing. We ain't done, man. We are not done. New Comic is trash. Super Megs would have been a better choice, but it's a good thing. Super Megs probably would have been a better choice, honestly. And I think I agree with you, buddy. You're not the only one who doesn't have the SG Megatron. So, okay, so the way that they're like dripping out is weird. Efizari Studio? I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but I love the spelling of it. It's just fun to look at. Devi, yeah. As we go down here. We're not done. I'm just checking in with you guys here. What? Scorponok is going to be a Scorp Chad? I don't know what that means. Okay, the last thing that was in that box. Nobody told. Dominus. It is Dominus. Okay, Dominus. Or Dynamis. Dynamis? I don't know. It's so weird. I guess it's supposed to be like an Optimus version of Dinobot. If he was like an Optimus, right? Like Rodimus, Dynamis, right? I've got another Thrilling 30. What? Thrilling 30 Voyager B? What? I'll maybe do the paint. I don't remember Thrilling 30 Voyager B. Do you mean the deluxe? I don't know what you're talking about. I also have not one but two of these heads. You may remember when I got the 4-pack of the Buzzworthy Bee stuff, I said, I don't need this guy to be another Bumblebee. I don't need another Bumblebee. You know what I need? I need a bumper. So I have one. Actually, I have two heads that are both bumper heads. This one's in yellow, and the other one is in white. Yeah, it's in white. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. They're both going to need paint. But yeah, this lad here, he's going to become bumper. I think it makes perfect sense for him. So really happy to have that from our buddy Justin. So bumper, Dynamis, what else? Some extenders and stuff for Scorponok. A bunch of interesting things in here that, of course, I'm going to take a closer look at with all of you up and coming. We have the Shattered Glass stuff. Also from our buddy Razor Bear. We had, and I had to take all of these out last night and clean them up because they were very, very, very dusty. Hold on here. Let me, oh my goodness gracious. Let's get all of this here out. Oh, buddy. Okay, so first things first, I got a meme about a cool guy who's very rad. Okay, I don't know much about memes. I'm an old man, right? First things first, a Duke. I believe this was from the 25th anniversary line. I have a Duke, but I've never been the happiest with him because I feel like this one is about the most ideal Duke that we've gotten. So really happy to have him. He was super duper dusty. And I like that, like, his hair is actually blonde. It's not yellow, it's blonde. So absolutely happy with that. I also got a very nice, I'm going to put that in there because I don't want to lose it. Very nice Bazooka. Really happy to have Bazooka. Fun fact, Bazooka was one of the first 4 G.I. Joes I ever had as a lad. It was Bazooka, Wild Bill, what's his name? I can remember his name now. He was a skydiving guy. Oh, if I think of his name, I'll say it. And Snake Eyes. They were the first 4 I had for a long, long, long time. Can't remember the skydiving guy's name. If I hear it, I'll know it. Oh, it's killing me. Also in here, really happy to have Flint, a nice flint. The only flint that I have is the one where he's like got the Cobra outfit on. I'm honestly going to put the other head on it and have that be another Cobra officer. Yeah, really, really happy with this flint. Really happy with him. Really, really glad to have him. Also, this is a longer show than I thought it was going to be. I'm surprised. I thought this was going to be a quick one tonight. That's okay. The family's playing video games. I think they're playing Smash Brothers. Beachhead. Oh, yeah, baby. I have an original Beachhead, but I love the proportions on this guy. I always thought the head of the original Beachhead looked a little big for the body. Really love this. It was funny. When I first saw it, I was like, why is Beachhead gray? He wasn't gray. I had to clean him. He had dust on him. I had to clean him. Airborne. That's exactly who it was, actually. It was Airborne. Thank you. Yes, it was Airborne. Man, oh man, oh man. Do you think I could think of that? No, sir. No, sir. Couldn't think of that. Also, a version of Roadblock. It's so weird. I only ever remember him dressed like this in the movie, in the G.I. Joe movie. Otherwise, like, I don't really get why they dressed him like this. Maybe this was a movie one. I don't know. But that version of Roadblock. Then, who else? Now I have this guy, but now I have him again. And the one I got did not have any of the accessories, but it is our boy Gung Ho. Gung Ho, 25th anniversary Gung Ho. By the way, all these are G.I. Joe. None of these are Cobra guys. They're all Joes. No, I'm going to save that one. Then, speaking of my original four, Wild Bill. Oh, buddy. Honestly, never really thought of him, but man, he's pretty beautiful. I really, really like him, and his hat stays on his head so well. Really, really like that Wild Bill. Really like him. Really like him. Then this made me happy. This made me very happy because this is the Roadblock I remember. Oh, yes, sir. I like this Roadblock better than the new one that came out because the new one had a full goatee. This guy has like that soul patch thing. That's the way I remember Roadblock from the cartoon. I wish he didn't have those elbow pads, but I can live with that. Otherwise, really, really happy with this Roadblock. And I actually like the materials used here. Nice, robust plastic used on these guys. Then the last two, honestly, I want to say very special ones to me. The first is because of my wife's heritage, my family's heritage. Spirit's so hard to find. He's so expensive. And since Aboriginal or not Aboriginal, First Nations or Native heritage is important in our family, I'm really happy to have Spirit as kind of a bit of like a toy nerd homage to that part of my family. Very special, honestly, very, very special. A personal link here, and I like even more that we have Freedom with them. Really, really a special one, and I really thank Razor Bear so much for this. And the last Joe is not really a Joe at all. The last Joe is Matt Tracker mask. Oh yeah, buddy. Real happy with this. This is when Matt Tracker was still a white guy. I didn't care, honestly. I'm okay, whatever Matt Tracker is, because honestly, when I think of Matt Tracker, as long as he has Spectrum, I'm cool. It'd be cool if he had the car. But you know what? I'm cool with the backpack. I'm all right with that. Yeah, real happy to have Matt Tracker. Real happy. I like him. If he was orange with polka dots, I'd still like him. I was always a Matt Tracker fan. Just because I liked him as the leader, I thought Spectrum was a cool name, a cool helmet. I liked the look of it. I liked it all. And the very last thing, but I'm going to check in with you guys. We have one last thing here. I'm just going to go up here and just check in very quickly. I only know Trouble, Profit, Danger, Dudesman. He's a cool blue duck. Okay. I'm looking at some fan art of the G1 Horicons. If they were done in the animated art style. Interesting. And Cobra figures to come soon. Ooh, I'm color me impressed, color me intrigued. We are live on Tuesday, Sovereign, because I'm busy tomorrow evening and Thursday evening. I got parent teacher interviews. I'm doing my job. I'm not going to be here. I don't have Sergeant Slaughter. Nope. Fun fact: I've never had any version of Sergeant Slaughter. I only knew one guy who had any version of Sergeant Slaughter, and that guy had the one with the blue shirt. And that's the only Sergeant Slaughter I've ever seen in my life, let alone have one. Now, before I do the last one, I said earlier in the show, that is Magnavox less likely to break if you buy him loose or sealed? Probably sealed, I would think. Honestly, I don't know for sure. Killa, or Zilla, Qzilla, is that it? I don't know how to say your name. I honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I would be delicate, whatever you do with it. I do have an Airborne. If you're interested, I would be interested in Airborne. Why not? My Airborne's rough shape. Rough shape. I think like a leg might even be ready to break off on it, to be honest with you. Okay, so I said I'm going to see you before next Thursday, and I am. If you tune in next Tuesday, I think it's going to be done on the TF Reviewers channel, and it's going to be me. It's going to be Starscream Wife. I think everybody's favorite Dolphin, Danny, I think is going to be there, and I do believe H&E Games, our buddy Anthony, and I don't know who else. We have something planned for Tuesday at 6:30 my time, so 5 Eastern. 5 Eastern. As I get more details of the channel and stuff, I will let you know. But I think it's on the TF Reviewers channel on Tuesday. And Thursday, we'll be back here for the regular live show. So a couple of times live next week. Tuesday and Thursday, 2 different channels. Okay, so the last thing I got literally about 40 minutes before I went on the air. It was held for me by a buddy. He said, come get it now. If you want it, come get it now, man. I'm here. You can come and get it right now, but otherwise ain't going to happen. More people joining the stream. Yeah, that's always good. I wish you all the happy cookie day. I don't know what happy cookie day is, but cookies always make me happy. The last thing of the unboxing is, oh yes, Tigatron. Yeah, everybody calls him Tigatron. So do I sometimes, but it's not. It's Tigatron. Yeah. Now, I've been skeptical. I've been real skeptical because I didn't like the Cheetor. But Jay, I'm going on Jay. Jay has said this guy's really impressive. I'm going to see. I'm holding you to it, Jay. It's all on you, buddy. So, Shattered Glass, G.I. Joe's, Mask. Bet you didn't expect Mask tonight. Spirit, again, so humbled because of the First Nations history of our family, of Starscream. Honestly, so humbled, so glad to have it. It is something that is important to our family. Shattered Glass, Beast Wars, we were all over the map. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. This went longer than I expected. Woo! But I'm so glad, so appreciative that all of you guys were here. If you're talking to anybody, let them know we ain't having a show Thursday night because I ain't going to be here. Wish me luck with parent-teacher interviews. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon. You can see what we offer to you through Teespring. Or, of course, you can hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member, baby. Don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every single solitary day, you do make a difference. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams right here on Thursday nights usually, but Tuesday night this week. Don't forget next Tuesday. Don't forget next Thursday. Got some busy stuff coming up, man. Or in the stop motion premieres, or of course the old fashioned way, right here inside the videos.